Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is the Stage 100 WZ-1224. And so in this video, I'm going to stockpile the... crud. 3, 2, 1. Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is the Stage 100 WZ-1224 Cold War tank. So in this video, I'm going to put the equipment in there, put the commander in there, and go take it out for a test drive and see what happens. Even though this isn't necessarily my personal cup of tea. But we'll do the best we can to get you a good result, hopefully, and let you see what's going on. Now, one of the things you can see in the background of this video is I have 3 of those toy tank pairs in combat behind the tank in the garage. So keep your eyes open for your garage stuff to see if you get those toy tanks because, well, they're pretty awesome. Okay? So we need to go and check this dude out. And, well, let's get to it, shall we? Oh, it might be helpful if you want to leave a like and possibly subscribe as well. Now, let's go check it out. Here is my commander. Yes, he's the guy from the season. What a shocker. So this guy I have already swapped out and put 9 skills in him because, hey, if you're going to go to Cold War or if you're going to use a tier 10 tank, you probably should use a max skill commander if you have one available. I'm just throwing that out there. Basically, my personal rule for putting a commander in a tank is take the tank tier number, whatever that is. In a tier 10, you want to subtract 2. So tier 10, you would like to have hopefully a ballpark of an 8 commander. Now, it'll depend from tank to tank. If the highest guy you have is a 6, use a 6. If the highest is a 7, use a 7. You know, if that's all you have available, okay, fine. But objectively, you'll do better if you use my -2 rule. So this explains why certain tier 3 tanks, well, -2, that means 1. Certain tier 3 tanks are useful as crew builders. Because the tier -2 rule that I invented came about from thinking about it. It's like, well, yeah, it makes perfect sense when you go all the way down. The lowest you could get to, essentially, well, if you could use a tier 2 tank with no commander, 2 - 2 is 0, right? And that does actually work in certain cases. You can play a 38H, which is a tier 2 tank with no commander, and you can still score. I have done it before accidentally. I took my Sexton artillery at tier 3 and I tried it out one time with equipment but no commander just to see what I could score. They shoved me in Himmelsdorf. I killed 5 guys. You know, I was just on, okay? So it's very gettable. Now, granted, I am an expert in artillery, so it's not 100% a fair, you know, evaluation. So I'm just letting you know. So an expert player in a heavy tank, he's going to do better than a guy who's not an expert, okay? But again, all this stuff makes perfect sense. So this guy, if you want to call, you can call these tanks, they have different levels. On the Xbox achievement page, they go up to stage 19 for era 3 at the very far end of the right on the tech tree. In the Watt Stars detailed stats, they're tier 10, 11 is era 1, 12 is era 2, 13 is era 3. So whichever one it doesn't matter. Just call it a 10 or an 11 or a 12, whatever. So helpful hint there, just thought I'd throw that out there. Now let's go check it out and see what we got. Okay. Well, we are dealing with a heavy tank. So the first thing I always look for, advanced armor, because armor keeps you alive. And the advanced armor is expensive, all right? But look at it this way. It's expensive. You buy it once, you use it forever. It never goes away. So that's the justification. Now let's take a look here on the, whoops, I don't want to sell this. I want to go check the reload. 742. My gut reaction. Now my commander's in here. He's already cranking it down. Let's go and install the advanced loader for a better reload. That cranks it down to 668. That's pretty good. Oh, let me see. Good question. How fast does this tank go? 65. We don't necessarily need speed. We could crank the reload down once again by using improved ventilation. When in doubt, crank your reload down. So I'm good with that. Enhanced targeting, that's okay. We can leave enhanced targeting and see if it's useful to us. If it isn't, we'll change it for something else. If it is useful, we'll just keep it. It doesn't cost you anything to try it for free, you know what I'm saying? So always, your frontline combat guys, you want to have gold repair. It's going to cost you if you don't. Now, I'm also going to put, again, default on the beginning matches. I don't know how this is going to perform. So let's go with gold first aid. Then, in the last, we're going to use gold enhanced rations. Because this is going to give us another crew perk bonus. Remember, the enhanced rations, the fan here, which is improved ventilation. I just call it the fan because it's 3 letters. All right. And Born Leader, all 3 of those do exactly the same thing. Right here, let's take a look at this commander. Right here, Born Leader. So you get the Born Leader, you get the fan, you get the rations. They all 3 do the same thing. They make your crew a hair better and a hair better and a hair better. So I got 3 of those stacked in this dude. Now let me go through the commander for you. Reload, Born Leader. Armor angling minus 5% damage. So we get 5% off with this, 5% off with the advanced armor, so it's 10% off damage. Totally worth it. Controlled impact. I like to ram people. Let's just be honest. All right. Pain tolerance. This gives you resistance to getting damage. Okay. And if I don't get damaged very much, I would rely on this pain tolerance and take my first aid off and maybe put a camo, not a camo net, but something else like a smoke to reduce the camo. Fire prevention, it'll drop the fire chances down, and then your Born Leader fan and rations are going to further reduce that. Rapid aim for the turret, steady aim for the overall accuracy, and Iron Mace. Now I got this from a different tank, so this is still good stuff for a heavy tank, so I'm good with it. But Iron Mace gives you more damage at longer distances. So let's go check this out. What do we have? All right, reload is now what? 6.19. That's as good as it can get. Okay, we're good with that. So you're going to get almost 10 shots a minute. That's really solid. What is our bonuses? 55% for silver, which is good. And 15% commander bonus, which is also good. Because I use 3 stars in these tanks. So 3-star has 30%, 10% for the rations, that's 40%, 15 blah, 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 for this tank, that's 55% bonus, and then 10% more for the quick learner, except no, I don't have quick learner. So scratch the quick learner. Because this guy's already got 9 skills. So he's maxed out in that regard. Whoops. Okay, no problems. What's our turret rotation? Turret rotation in this heavy tank is 42.36. That's really good. Because most heavy tanks have inferior turret rotations. So that's outstanding. I mean, we're ready to go, really. Oh, ammo. Idiot. We're not ready to go. Always make sure you do this. Your premium ammo, switch it from gold to silver. You don't want to make a mistake and burn gold. All right, we'll do that. I don't deal with this HE business. I don't care. Yeah, close enough. 100 grand. Whatever. Okie dokie. So, I guess I'm ready to go check it out and see what we can generate here. And I shall be back momentarily. Okay. Like a genius, I forgot I don't have any camouflage in this tank. Now, unfortunately, they did not include a skin. It's kind of a mistake to not include a skin available for these stage 100 tanks, because they're usually kind of expensive-ish. And hey, they get an expensive tank like this Cold War tank for free. I'm more likely to buy a skin if I got my tank for free. I'm just throwing this out there. But hey, if they're dumb, that's their problem. It's not my problem. So, whatever floats your boat, man. Not bad. White camouflage for snow. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'll go with that. Whoops. Let's try this again, stupid. With currency, 7 days. I'm not a big heavy tank guy, so I'm not going to really worry about it. As long as it's fun to play, I'll play it, whatever, with my friends, if necessary. Just all depends, but it'll be interesting. Sand. Omani Desert is not bad. It's okay, I guess. Let's go with dogs. The dogs is kind of a cool sand camo. And last but not least, no, I'm not putting that on there. That's not bad. We'll go with this for urban. Okay, now we're done with that, and I'm really ready to go to war. All right, so I'm going to go to war, and I will be back here momentarily once again. Welcome back. Okay, actually, I'm the one who's welcomed back, not you. You're always here. So I was gone for 2 terrible games. And, hey, that's not my problem. It's their problem. I'm not the one that made this pile of trash. Oh, wait a second. Did I tell you it was a pile of trash? Spoiler alert. It's a pile of trash. It's unbelievably bad. I could not imagine how horrible it was. How horrible was it, you ask? What a great question. I think I'll show you. At least the parts of the games that I lasted before I got annihilated in this pile. It's a pile. So let's go to the tape, shall we? And see just what kind of a steaming pile they have given you in Stage 100. Welcome to the Great Wall, which is kind of cool when you have a Chinese commander in this Eastern/Chinese tank. So let's take a look and see what is what. I mean, it looks decent, but they call it a heavy tank, but it's not heavy at all. I mean, it drives fine, which is okay, but guess what? That's not the thing that's the most important. That's just a bonus. Now, the good news, which is very little, but we had this same problem. Several seasons ago, we had the M636 Condor. And that tank, when you first got it, it was absolutely awful. Like, I shot that guy and nothing happened. I'm like, well, okay, I was far away. Maybe something was wrong. Nothing was wrong. It was indicative of what was going to happen in the future. Well, in the next couple of minutes anyway. So I'm headed to the corner. I go, I'll fight these guys. And I go, you know what? I better come over here and help these guys in the middle section. That seems like a good idea. I won't be outnumbered, etc., etc. Well, shot at that guy. Nothing happened. Blocked the shot, which is fine. There's another BMP rocket. I was hit. That's not cool. Now, you won't notice this, but that was locked onto him. No damage. I got no damage. I put the lock on there. Whether it locked on or not is irrelevant. No damage. I don't care. It either didn't lock on and it's trash, or it locked on and it bounced off and it's trash. But the answer is trash. When you have a tank that plays like trash, you got to call it trash, because that's what it is. It's like every tank that they make. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm going to be honest. Everything these guys make is trash. No tank performs as badly as these tanks perform in the real world. It's all manufactured to cheat you. Sorry, I'm going to be honest. This is just another way to cheat the customer. Well, you didn't pay for it, so you're not going to be super mad. Well, you know, it's trash. They have a legacy of trash. So I'm going to quit this one and we'll go back to check out the second trash game. Spoiler alert, the second game is also trash. Welcome to No Manhan. This will be trashy. Trust me on this one. The only positive thing that comes out of this match is that I talked to this lady who had a headset, which was fantastic, and she was super nice to me. And she was like, "Oh, I'm glad to have you on my team." I'm like, "Whoa, that was awfully nice of you to say. Just every time I play against you, I get annihilated." I'm like, I had no idea, but it was really nice. Sort of. I mean, she was super nice, so she was saying it in a complimentary fashion. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she sent me a friend's request, which I accepted. It was really awesome. But after that, now the rest of this game is all horrible. As she pointed out, there's this midget tank up here, Armadillo. How did he get up here? Because these people are idiots. That's how. Look, I gotta be honest and tell you. She asked a great question, and I just answered it so that everybody could hear it. The bulk of the players in this game without a headset are imbeciles. So behave knowing this truth, that if they are not in your platoon and you're not talking to them, expect them to behave like an imbecile. Just let this Armadillo roll up. If he rolls up and you're paying attention, you'll annihilate him. It's a good tank. I like it. I have one myself. But it ain't that good. Now this is ridiculous. I'm like, okay, let me go over here. I'm backing up. Let me get out of here. And I can't back up. Goodbye. I repaired and got shot again. Now, one of the rules I'll tell you. They shoot you, something happens, you repair it, something happens, the same thing happens again. You've just been cheated. I was just cheated right there on the video in front of your face. This game has a horrible record of cheating players, and I'm just going to expose it because it's right there, and I caught it in the video. So you catch fire, you put it out, it catches fire, the next time you're hit again, you've been cheated. You're being cheated. It's not natural, it's not normal, it's all manufactured. You know, fire was one of those things that almost never happened, and then suddenly, one day, snap. It was an instant occurrence every game. It was ridiculous. Because guess what? They cheated you. So my solution to the stuff that they're going to do, if they're going to treat you badly, don't ever buy anything from these guys again. Just, you know, get your goals for free from long haul missions and just freeze them out. Don't buy anything from these people. I'm not buying anything from these people. I'm not giving them money. I haven't given them money for months. I'm like, no. I'm wise to the situation. You're going to mistreat the players, we're just going to cut you off, buddy. They've drilled millions of people out of this game. They're stupid. So I'm just telling you, if you don't like it, that's your problem. I tell the truth. If you don't like it, my truth, go somewhere else. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to lie to you. I refuse to lie to you, even if it's in my best interest. because I don't want to be a liar. And these people are morons. They cheat you on a daily basis. I'm just giving you a couple of examples in these two games. The other cheat is they gave me a garbage tank that does nothing. I don't need this tank. But if you're some kid who played your season, blah, 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 and they don't have a better tank than this one, they're like, this is trash. This tank is trash. So I don't play this. I would never play this tank anyway. I'm testing it for honest opinion to tell you what I think about it. Hopefully, I was hoping it would be a nice tank, especially for newer players who don't have a big stash. Well, I have a big stash, and I've got tanks way better than this one. So it doesn't harm me personally, but it's insulting to my intelligence. And so if you insult my intelligence, I will tell people truthfully, you're insulting my intelligence, and by extension, anyone who listens to my words will understand that you're insulting their intelligence as well, and I won't stand for it. So whatever happens, happens. Doesn't matter to me. I lived a long time before this company came into being, and I'll be alive a long time after they're gone, because these guys are on their way out with this kind of behavior, and it's ridiculous. So that is the end of the trash tank video. I was hoping that it would be good and I could help people be happy about this tank. Man, when you get this tank, if you don't have a ton of silver, I'll take it out by itself, I guess. I don't know. But I wasted a couple of million on this piece of junk. And I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Don't play this tank and throw away a couple of million silver if you don't have it to spare, because it's garbage. You watched it yourself. Say what you will, I couldn't care less. Positive or negative. The truth is the truth. When you get shot and then you just can't move again, that's trash. In the previous game, every shot I fired except one either missed, bounced, or did no damage. That's trash. Sorry. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm not going to say enjoy, not in the classic sense, but hopefully you'll enjoy the knowledge that you have now that this is a trash tank, until someone comes along and says, hey, they fixed this tank. Good, because it sucks. It's terrible. So, if this kind of information appeals to you, leave a comment, let me know. Tell your friends, warn them. This is the old classic Futurama warn tell. Warn tell your friends about this tank. So that'll give them a chance to see what's going on. Maybe like and subscribe. You never know. So great to talk to you guys. It was great to talk to you, Rhino. She'll know who she is. And that's basically it. I wish I had better news for you, but hey, when you make trash, you should expect people to say, hey, dude, these guys made trash. They made trash, and it's a giant pile. So I hope to see you guys again in the future. Hope you're having a better day. I have other videos to take care of that'll be hopefully more uplifting than this one. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon, and I'm out of here.